Welcome everyone to a brand new adventure, both in the world of Ark and in the YouTube community. This is my very first video, so please be gentle and any constructive feedback to make it better, more interesting for you guys, please let me know. First off, this is a modded Ark on the Ragnarok map with the Omega mod. And with the Omega mod, you start off with some tools, a pickaxe axe combo that's basically like your metal tools, a gathering tool, which is better than gathering with your hands, and a knockout club, and a regular spyglass. I do have a few mods like the Death Inventory Keeper, S+. The upgrade station I began with, but I think I'm taking that out. Lethals, reusables, and a couple other ones that we go over at a later time. Okay, right here I'm starting off with the gathering some hide and spoiled meat. The hide is for making a bed. Spoiled meat to start the narcotics. If you guys don't know the map or whatnot, I am going to set up a base in the waterfall area up in the Highlands. I like starting in the Highlands on regular Ark. I have played Microsoft or the Windows 10 Ark for many a year. This is my first time on, well, it's basically my first time on Steam Ark, playing with mods. So I'm going to get some gathering done, get some stone, some flint. And like I said, with the Mega mod, you do have the hatchet pickaxe combo. You hit the middle mouse wheel and you can change between the two. And there's also another tool that's for gathering. It gathers as if by hand. It'll pick everything that you grab with your hands. It'll pick that up at a higher rate. Like bushes, it'll get berries off the bushes and all that. With it being my not playing too much on the Steam version, I'm still working out some of the kinks on playing with mods. So there I was using trying to use the hatchet and pickaxe on bushes, but they have the gathering tool. Okay, now I'm going to run up over this little hill down into the what I consider Dodo Beach, where on regular Ark there's a lot of dodos. Try and go use that as a way station or way point for going up to the the cave. So how is everybody doing today? If you like playing Ark, let me know in the comments. If this is your first time looking at it, let me know. I really enjoy Ark. I'm not much of a PvP player. I love the PvE aspect, and here comes death number 1. I like building. Well, I'm not that good of a builder. I like building. I am more of a tamer and gatherer. I really enjoy going out and getting new creatures, using creatures to get other things, like the horse. Has the kick. I like going around and kicking things. Now I just spawned over in the northwest to try and bypass the Dodo Beach and get up to the cave. But I think before I go to the cave, I'm going to bypass that and go up and get some of the crystal in the little cave that's at the headwaters of the stream. I do have slightly better rates on the level increases because it is modded Ark. It gets really, especially at the higher tiers, it doesn't matter where you're at. More than likely you're going to get one-shotted and die. I just love the colors of all the dinos. And some of you may recognize that I start running the wrong way. So right here I'm gonna get my bearings and start heading back towards the other stream that I was on and that the cave is on further up. And there's the cave. What I didn't show is that off to the left there was another group of allosaurs, and so I was trying to dodge them, and I made it into the cave. And as old Ark players will know, that you can't. It's hard to get crystal with the stone pick, but because of it being modded, the Omega modded, the pickaxe combo is the same strength as metal. Now I'm making some. Now that I got the crystal, I'm gonna make some soul balls to pot up the creatures as I tame them to keep them safe and make it easy to transport. Currently, this is a single player. So it's on single player settings. And here we are at the cave. We can go in and really gathering up some stone, and then on my way in I realized that well, actually I haven't realized it yet, but about to realize that I need a thatch. I got fiber and I got wood, but I don't have any thatch to build foundations or anything else with. And here is about the time I realized that I have no thatch. And I better switch out my spyglass. Oh, no, haven't figured out the spyglass yet. There we go. There's the spyglass. And I'm going to build the workbench. See, now I have the materials, but if you notice something right away, that is the wrong workbench. I built the imbue workbench instead of the Omega workbench, so I can imbue items, but I can't make Omega items. So now I'm going to go out and harvest up some thatch. Yeah, my first recording, I recorded 3 hours, so there's a little bit of skipping around, and I cut a lot of the gathering out. So let me know what your thoughts on the jumping, or if you want it to be like one continuous shot. Yeah, let me know down in the comments. I'm going to build the foundations, and as soon as those are built, go ahead and set them down, and then build a bed. Here comes the bed. So is everybody ready for ASA to come out? Of course, I just got the computer set up from, I haven't had one for a long time, and finally broke down and got a new computer so that I can enjoy some of the games that I've been trying to play on my laptop that the laptop doesn't really play them. Like Ark and Dyson Sphere and Project Zomboid. Let me know what you guys, what other types of games you guys would like to see on the channel. I would like to do more than just Ark on the channel, but let me know what you want to see. Later on, I do have a first episode of Dyson Sphere that I need to edit up, but I will post that as soon as I get that edited. I do have a full-time job that I go to, working in a warehouse, so my time is sometimes divided between playing games and doing actual work. I put down the mortar and pestle, working on playing around with the transfer and transferring half a stack and splitting a stack and all that. Need to get some cementing paste going so that I can build the egg collector and kibble machine. The one time that I started the Omega mod, I didn't get very far on my laptop, but that was back before there was a kibble machine. That was where I believe you cooked it in the cooking pot, like normal kibble. Now I'm figuring out that I got the wrong table. It'll take me a little bit, but I'll get the right one eventually. I gotta go get some more wood and fiber though, or thatch, sorry. Running out of trees out here. Yeah, like I said, I recorded 3 hours of my initial play, and I wanted to try and get it down to just somewhere around an hour so that it wasn't that long. So there's a lot of stuff that I left out, but in the beginning there's a lot of grinding that you have to do to get resources, and I did a lot of just wandering around looking at animals and gathering resources. So I tried to cut all that part out, but keep the important parts that I thought were important for progression in Ark. And something new that I was kind of excited about was using the S Plus standing torches to help light the inner cave at night. With the S Plus torches, they automatically come on at night and then go off during the day. So, and they don't take you don't have to keep on putting wood in there. It does it automatically. It was all dark, and then here coming up, I will turn around and the torches are starting to light themselves. So now, and another good thing about S Plus is that placing the large storages on the Xbox, you usually had them like inside of one another if you got them placed even somewhat correctly, or either had them spaced too far apart or not far enough. But I like the uniformity that these kind of snap together. And this first one, I'm gonna use it as, at least for right now, use it for base material. And now I'm gonna build the workbench. And of course, I haven't really used the S Plus puller, so I got to figure that out between the searching for items and pulling the material. There's the Omega workbench, and this one I'm gonna just put my extra made stuff like the spyglass, anything else like that I get. So let me know what you guys think about the transitions. This is like I said, this is my first time. A lot of it I was just playing around, trying new things. That also goes with this voiceover, the narrative. I'm not playing. I didn't talk while I was playing, but I wanted it more fluid with having to cut it down. So that was my idea on that. Let me know what you guys think. Let's get a forge down so we can start getting some metal smelted up for everything that we need metal ingots for. So now I'm playing around with pulling the wood in also into the forge. Yeah, like I said, I had the upgrade station on the first one because I just playing around with different mods and how it would affect. I have found out that the Omega mod has a lot of the modded stuff for the mod, basically does the same thing as the upgrade station, so it won't be needed. So the further episodes will not have the upgrade station. And then of course I have the lethal reusable, so I like the idea of the spear that you don't have to craft up so many of them, and when you throw them that you basically use them and they break really easy. I've kind of played with the upgrade station and upgraded the tools. I upgraded the metal hatchet and pick to, I believe that's what, journeyman, and then the gathering tool up to ascendant. Is it a mod for the godliest, or is that on basically any mod? If you know, let me know down in the comments. I'm going to try and take out some of the dinos here to get their soul and essence, and I need to tame up some female dodos to get started with the egg farm. You need the regular eggs to go to the basic tier, and then basic tier to go to the beta tier, and so on as you progress through the mod. And as I was saying about the soul balls, is that instead of having to carry it back to the base, as I tame them up, then I can tame them up one at a time and carry them with me. And one of these days I'll learn about boloing for the knockout. They don't run as much when you have them boloed. Of course, they were kind of low level, so they got knocked out really easy. And of course, with them being the basic dinos, to tame up there only on berries. Then all your dinos after that in the tiers, they need their special class kibble. Class being like unstable, nightmare, ethereal, rage, etc. This one's a little bit higher, and I had to chase it for a little bit, but it still went down. Yeah, right. Well, I'm gonna see about killing this sheep for some mutton and hide and pelt for later on. I'm going to start heading back to base, and I'm going to end up crafting a canoe and go check out Vikings Bay. Fire Gallimimus. Now I'm back at the, put down the kibble machine. Nope. Oh, I have to make the egg collector. There we go. Now I can put those down, put the egg collector down, and integrate the 3 dodos so I don't have to keep up with the eggs. It'll passively create them inside the collector, and I don't have to worry about having a male and female. Yeah, if you do see a little bit of stuttering with gameplay, I don't have the best computer for this. I have basically the bare minimum I need for playing Ark. But my hopes is that as I go, I will be able to upgrade the parts to be able to cope with it. But with not having a computer for many years, my last computer I believe was I got 4 of them, and the latest one was Windows 98. So they didn't have the RAM. It was still using, I believe, I think it was DDR1. And on my way to Viking Bay, I get killed by a Dilophosaur. So I am going to spawn up in Viking Bay 1. And I'm going to run around down to just check out the beach, see what kind of crazies are spawning on the beach and stuff. And I figured out the gamma, but I forgot to turn it off when it became day. So I'm still working on collecting up some souls and essence, and somewhere around here I am going to find a turtle. Don't remember which turtle it was, but I get taken out by a ice blizzard. Is it an ice blizzard? Omega blizzard carbo. Now I'm going to go ahead and spawn back at the cave and work on getting some tools together and all that kind of stuff. Check on my eggs. I have some eggs that have been laid so far. But now that I have eggs, now I can really start trying to tame some dinos up. But for that, I'm gonna need something to knock them out with. So I need to put all of my essence and souls into the table, kind of see what I got. And of course, playing around with the upgrade station again, upgrading the armor to a higher tier. What is it? Primitive? I can't remember what the tiers are anymore. But I'm gonna upgrade them as much as I can until I run out of hide, which I think Journeyman is purple. Apprentice is blue. And I know light blue is Ascendant. I am working on leveling up. I might be able to get into the ice cave pretty soon and start collecting some of them loot drops that are in the ice cave. And I'm also kind of excited to see if the desert drops are spawning on Steam. I had it on Xbox, but the desert drops wouldn't spawn on single player. It would only do it on servers. I don't know if you can hear our little ones talking in the background. We got a Amazon parrot and 3 cockatiels. The cockatiels are the ones that are chirping, and Double is the one calling for mama. She talks a little bit and she's a little sweetheart. I put the S Plus crafting station down just to see what was in it, seeing if it had the crossbow for some reason. And as we thought, it has S Plus stuff, so a crossbow isn't S Plus, it is regular, so I need a regular, well, an S Plus smithy. So now that we have that down, now we can make a crossbow. We don't need the hatchet and the pick because we have our handy dandy tool that we've upgraded a little bit, and it covers that. And Omega has a multi-tool that you could get that's a axe, a pick, a club, and I believe it's something else. I'm not. And is it a sickle? I'm not sure. We'll have to play around with that at a later time. I did not build that as of yet. And of course now I need to make some arrows, and then I'll need to craft our narcotics into sedatives. So I'm going to craft what sedatives I can up, and then from that I will make whatever arrows I can, which I believe right now is only like 45 of the beta arrows. Okay, now we jump to our first tame outside of the dodos. Bolo it and then shoot it in the head. Then I'll have to go and make the kibble for it. But now that we have the standard eggs, the dodo eggs, then crafting kibble is easier now. Well, it's possible now. And like I was saying, you have to craft it by, how would you call that? It's by tier and then by grouping, like unstable, nightmare, ethereal, mythical. And the Omega mod has a lot to it. So let's go feed the kibble to the pteranodon. I will try hard not to do a lot of night gaming, because I know it's really dark, especially to begin with. There's some that you can't really get away with not doing, because your first couple days is you have to get established and all that. So there's a little bit of nighttime gameplay on that. It takes so long for dinos to eat sometimes. I want to back off from the Pteranodon in case something decides to swing at me. Hopefully it doesn't affect the Pteranodon. And of course it's such a low level that it probably kill it, and I'm just going to go back and put it in the egg collector, integrate it into the egg collector to collect its eggs anyway, so I don't have to worry about it using it as a mount. And as you can see, there's a lot of different categories within each category, with each grouping. And here, now wasn't paying attention, and I just got taken out by an Omega Diplodocus. So usually they don't hurt you, but in Omega, it's not them that's hurting you that hurts you, it's whatever class they are. And that one wasn't tier Omega, so it does a lot of damage anyways. But at least it sped it up for me to go back to the base, so I can put the Pteranodon into the egg collector. And then you can check. I was just playing around checking the listing, and that's a big list of egg layers, integrated egg layers. Of course, all of them are 0 except for that one little unstable egg. And of course, then the other way to go about it is through the Omega guide. You can go through to the egg chart, and that kind of tells you where you're at also. Like there's one unstable basic. So as you progress, you'll start seeing that filled up more. Especially if you integrate them into the egg collector. You don't have to put them in the egg collector and they'll still collect their eggs, but I believe you need a mate boosted pair to aid in the egg laying process. Where if they're just in the egg collector integrated in there, they don't need to be mate boosted. And one thing I didn't realize at the time was when I grabbed the arrow, I only grabbed one arrow instead of the stack of arrows. So I will figure that out sooner or later. Now I'm just checking out, see what I kind of want something that lays eggs pretty quickly. So like a dodo or a pteranodon, that kind of thing. I don't know if we'll need the tributes or not. So the vertebrae are really easy to get anyways, along with allobrains. But I'll take the definitely take the arrows. And I still haven't noticed that I don't have any arrows. But pretty soon I will realize that, especially as I set my eyes on this. Yeah, it was a knockback pteranodon that I was looking at. So here I am, and figured out that I didn't have any arrows, and then there's the rest of the arrows. So let's go see if we can knock that pteranodon out again. Oh, I love the look of the shine horns, and actually I think out of all of them, I think the shine horns are my favorite glow pet. There's a pteranodon knocked out. It's not the same one because the one earlier was a knockback. This one was a teleporter. But I also want to get this shine horn. And I think with the Omega mod, I think most, if not all of the creatures in it, dinos, creatures, whatever, are rideable. So I gotta go make up the kibble, so I will be right back. Need to make up ethereal and a mythical. There's the mythic. First will be the ethereal. I don't know why I'm... Now back to the pteranodon and the shinehorn. So what is your guys' favorite creatures from Ark? I like the shinehorn as a shoulder pet. I like the Rexes. I just got into the car chars on the Xbox. Started trying to breed them up on the server that I was on. Got some Rexes, some tech Rexes. But I also like the what is it? The Thylas. I think Thylas is one of my favorites. And the Dinopithecus is another favorite. So we got the Shinehorn taken care of. Now we need the Pteranodon, and I will get a soul ball ready to pot it up, and we'll ride the Shinehorn back to base. There's the Pteranodon. And here I am, riding off to base on the Shinehorn. Take the tracker off so I don't have that green stop sign tracker bobbing all over the place. I think I tried to. I usually go for a horse to begin with, especially on Ragnarok. I go over and there's a couple places to get. There's actually a few places to get rock carrots, but the Omega mod, you don't tame them with carrots anymore. You have to knock them out. So yeah, that's going to be fun. But I'll go for a horse here soon. I don't know if what I'll get on the bottom tiers. Like I said, I might just concentrate on dodos and pteranodons until I get into the later tiers. Of course, I don't want to integrate the Shinehorn into the egg collector, and this Pteranodon I don't know if I'm going to leave it out or what yet, but we're coming to the end, so that will be a decision for a later date. Get the Shinehorn to stop following me. Let's go riding off into the sunset. Well, sunrise, sunny day, whatever you want to call it. But if you've liked what I've done, consider subscribing and giving a like. And if you want to see more, definitely give a like. Let me know what you guys want to see. Like I said, the next video that I'm planning on putting up is my beginning of Dyson Sphere. So as soon as I get that one all edited up and all that nice stuff, I will get that up posted on the channel. So until then, I hope to see you back again for the next video. And like I said, please like and subscribe, and let's try and build this channel up. I would greatly appreciate it. And for that, I bid everybody adieu.